Hey Nathan, how you doing, Bubba? Socks. Oh, all right, Nathan, thank you. Hey Elizabeth, Linda. Kathy and Dee Dee and Betty Henier. Betty and Karina. Deborah. Jenny, Jane, Dawn, Joe. Hey Erica. Hey you guys. Okay, Nathan. It's a little ways from here to 2028, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Hey T. Hello S. Tobeans. Karen, Stacy. Ah, thank you, Stacy. Thing about Darren Monroe, and I'm not putting him down. Thing about Darren Monroe is he's still thinking in terms of things work the way they always have. Think about that. There's been a couple of things he said were gonna, well, they were supposed to happen, but they didn't because the regime doesn't follow the rules. Okay. Hey, Vicky. Yeah, a little bit, Karen. I agree with that, but if I really feel like I need to hear what he has to say, I kind of fast forward through that. But that's how, that's how he makes money. He's not getting put in. No, they're not putting him in the on the Capitol grounds. Oh, hell no. The traitor. So there will be some background noise. My potty's still being worked on. Just because you get the right size potty doesn't mean that it fits perfectly. So. All right, that's enough of that. Let's do this just in case, since it's recorded, entertainment purposes only. Well, again, right. I mean, Nathan, I'm not saying he's like giving false information on purpose, but it's not the way that works. Because he had said she's not coming back a few months ago. He said she's not coming. Hey, Ann. Comfy. And of course, my son, in case you hear him. I don't understand why people yell, but it's always going to just whoosh. Never understood that. There was something I want to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. Maybe it'll come to me. Something I haven't covered in a video yet. So what is a recent thing? What's a recent thing that I haven't covered yet? Did the military, excuse me, did call me. There was one other thing that happened recently I haven't covered. Not if he's on life support, honey, Joe. He'll stay good enough compost-wise until he's not on life support anymore. Hey, Deb. Miss Debbie. Did I miss you, Renee? I'm sorry. Hello. Okay, I guess we'll just have to make up our minds to have a good Christmas regardless. Stop depending on external circumstances. As it should be, Karen. You'll hear everything you need to from everybody else. You don't need to watch the news. Hey, Kiba. Everyone say hello to Karina, one of our moderators. That's right, Deb. We have each other. Universe is watching, but we like I've been thinking on divine timing. I mean, yes, things have to line up, but it's not like the universe is on purpose going, okay, I'll make this happen when it's time for it to happen. It takes time for manifestations to come. It takes time for things to line up. I do believe that the only way I believe that the universe has anything to do with our manifestations and things lining up is due to what energy are we putting out? They're going to put the universe puts out what we feel. The universe isn't consciously conspiring for us, and not in the way we think in human terms. Right, Kathy. It's us. I keep saying it. It's us that's going to save us, not the universe. We need to trust in ourselves. I grew up with parents that blamed God for when the bad things happened and gave God the kudos when the good things happened. And this is just for me personally, I'm not interested in having a higher power that I put responsibility on. Nathan, somebody brought it up in the comments of one of the videos. Well, who is that in the plane? Why do we keep thinking that we're watching current videos? Who says that's a current video? We have got to start expanding our minds. Hey, Lori. Yeah, Debbie, people have completely lost their minds. And, not that people had been losing their minds before the pandemic, but that's when this stuff, this fear, these fear-based behaviors really started to get big and expand. Oh, yeah. Those are pretty good, huh, Lori? Those pendulum readings. Hello, Estelle. Okay. We're using Flower Child Tarot. Let's pull some cards and see what comes up. Well, on the bottom is the Star card, so that's a star of renewed faith and trust. Eight of Pentacles. So this is about us continuing to work on our manifestation skills. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, don't bother trying to manifest on eclipses. Backfires. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. So that's about us working on our manifestation skills, our thinking patterns, working on keeping it in the moment. Hey, Deborah's Blue Tarot is here. Hey, girl. How you doing, Deborah? Oh, hey, Jason. Quebec in the house, you guys. Hey, Nanette. Okay. King of Cups. So other than the ace, this is the most powerful Cups card in a tarot deck. Because obviously the king has the most power. Okay, so this is about our own personal power. And cups are also about magic. So it's about our own personal power and being able to create our own magic. I swear to all that is good and lovely. Pardon me. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Easily curl. Okay. Geez, Deb. Well, thank you. Wait. We gotta do Angie Bell. Ding, 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 ding. I do have to draw the line at the horn, though. Just to save my ears. Okay, so Deborah Hoynes wants to know about the energy that we'll be encountering this week. Well, just listen, just expect stuff to escalate. But don't feed into it. The message past few weeks has been just step back and let them do whatever they got to do. Don't pay them any attention. Don't give them our energy. We have no choice but to let them do what they're going to do anyway. Wait, what'd you just say, Dawn? Your premier wants you to be the 51st. Wow. Yeah, no. I don't see it. All right, Portland will be, you hope. Oh my God, my son. It's just a noisy day at my house. I'm sorry. Okay, Shelley and everyone. So again, Deborah Hoynes wants to know the crazy energy that we'll be encountering this week. So I answered that. And she hopes Portland will be safe and also the military being forced into a dangerous large gathering. Well, it's not going to be dangerous unless somebody starts shooting people. That's not what the military is there for. They're there because they were told to be there. That's it. They're not there to shoot American citizens. They're not there to, exercise force against American citizens unless American citizens are doing something that requires force. Well, they went and caused trouble. Well, okay, so let's remember that there's going to be bad actors in the military too, okay? But the overall general sense I get from all of this is that that's not the norm. You're going to have MAGA military, plain and simple. Oh, I love you too, Miss Deborah. That's all you can do, Kay. Just keep taking care of you. If we raise our energy, we raise the collective's energy. that raising of our vibration is key. What is going on here? Okay. Hey, Susie Q. Okay, I'm gonna stay on that business. All right. That sounds personal. Right, Deborah. Just get the Palo Santo. Same difference. Hey, E Groove. Those puppies are rubbing a pet. Of course, I'm indigenous, but I got stuff. I'm good. So technically, I could keep buying white sage for my ceremonies, but it's all good. I'm good. Hey, Clarence. Sir, Palo Santo in a ground up version. I don't know. And I had to turn my phone and my laptop off, so I can't really look. I would imagine that you can get Palo Santo in a ground up version. It doesn't burn that long. It takes a lot of heat. It's very sturdy wood. It takes a lot of heat to get it going. Okay, Gaia wants to know, what do we think about the red country placing a double during the yeah. I mean, several readers have gotten that he's been gone since February. The puppy's got a clip in, huh? They feel naked. Hey, it's about the intention, Kay. If that sage that you cook with works for you, sage is sage. Oh, thank you, Karina. I wasn't sure what that conversation was about. It's every 45 seconds. Hold the light, yes. Yeah, she's safe. Flower Queen is safe. Governor's looking out for her with that. He's got detail on her. Oh, yeah. No one's blocked. It's every 45 seconds. And besides that, I don't think anybody, me and a moderator, can block people. Yeah, I caught that, Anne. And that's what we've been saying, isn't it? Gonna stop giving our power over to people. Okay, Two of Pentacles, making finding balance. Six of Pentacles. So in the picture, she's feeding her chicken, so she's sharing. She's handing something down to somebody else or something else. Sharing, giving. Yeah. Hey, Nancy, happy Sunday, hon. Oh, yeah, you can actually, that's a great idea, toe beans. I used to use my coffee grinder for my herbs. Great idea. All right, Deb, see you, honey. I'll try and show up to yours, Missy. Later, Tater.
What are you making? Murray, what are you making?
All right, 5 of Cups.
Okay, thank you for actually telling me what you're making.
This seems to be the theme today. Stop looking at what we don't have, what we lost. Pay attention to what's being offered. Pay attention to what we do have. That's all right, Erin. At least you're here, hon. And here's the Knight of Cups. It's up to us to bring ourselves emotional satisfaction, emotional healing. It's up to us to do that. That's our task. I got her book on Kindle because I'm not going to hold a physical book for very long. So I'll get there. I haven't started yet. Been a little busy. Two of Swords, more balance. Balance your clarity, finding clarity to find a balance. That's right, Gaia. That is exactly right. Hey, Sienna. Hey, Dar. Hey, Eso Campo. How you doing, hon? Yeah, I can't do audiobooks. I know other people reading to me irritates me. I don't know why. I'm not right. Oh, is she speaking the book, Karen? King of Wands. So King of Wands, not afraid to move forward. Oh, well, if I'd have known that, it's all good. Oh, excellent, hold the light. That's all. Just do what you love doing. Focus on your present moment. 7 of Swords. So this week, we're not going to let anybody steal our power, right? Going to keep our faces out of the news. Going to keep our whole selves out of the rabbit hole. Dar, I got it on Kindle for $14.99. Yeah, Sienna. Well, I think that they're gonna bob their heads up and down. Say, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yep, and it's not gonna happen. They're not. They're loyal to the Constitution, what's left of it, and they're not loyal to him. Period. Point blank. Eight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, or Eight of Swords. So that's about feeling trapped, unable to, well, thinking we're unable to move forward. So there's definitely a message in that. The other thing about audiobooks, when I read, I want to experience my personal atmosphere that me reading the book creates. Like when I was reading Stephen King or Anne Rice, I was in there. I was all in there. That's the way I like to read. Yeah, we'll show up because we have to. The dark, we'll show up because we have to, and then they're just blowing smoke. But they have to show up, and we really need the ones. We don't need any of them being fired because they don't show up. We need them. They're powerful. Together, they're more powerful than he is. Yeah, T. All right, so here we are. We've got the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. So I am going to do a reading for the week, the general energy of the week, but seems to be what they want. Spirit team wants to talk about right now. So the Seven of Swords is the thievery, allowing people to steal our power. Eight of Swords is about realizing and recognizing that we have the power to get out of the binds, that they're loose. We can wiggle out of them anytime we want and walk through those swords. Three of Swords is about betrayal, heartbreak. So we're going to hear things and our hearts are going to drop into our stomachs. Don't believe them. Don't believe those things. Yeah, Lori, lots of clarity, lots of truth, huh? And the Two of Swords, too. There we go. Ten of Pentacles. Endings. Pentacles, power, endings. Powerful endings.
I don't know. They probably want the dead.
Hey, Teresa. Sorry, hon. Missed that. The UN speeches, he made an idiot out of himself. And you know what I mean by that. I don't think it'd be that hard to copy his idiocy. He already did, Nancy. Hello, Pisces. Okay. Will the Pentagon finally act defending our Constitution? Yeah, I got a big fat yes before I pulled the card. Ace of Pentacles, yes. New powerful beginnings. Definitely noise use, guys. Can't avoid it. It's got to be done. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep waiting. There's no one and done. There will be a culmination at some point, but don't expect it this week. This month is going to be crazy, crazier than September. Well, I just saw the looks on some of the. I didn't even watch it for that long, and I had the volume off. If I was watching the audience, you should have seen the looks on their faces. Oh my God! Some of them had that one eyebrow raise thing. It was funny. Like, what the heck is he talking about? Especially when apparently he was talking about how he's ended 7 wars. And that's when I really saw some eyebrows raise. I have no idea what the other dictators had to say. I think, we have the luxury of being straightforward and saying what's on our minds. Leaders of other nations don't have that luxury. They're fairly, what's the word I want? There's a certain, they have to be way more classy than me, say. I mean, they can very easily insult, rump roast without being nasty. It's like when he was over in Kidder, right? They were all like, "Oh yeah," slapping him on the back and shaking his hand and all this other stuff. Hey, how you doing? And by the way, we've got a bunch of pictures of you and Epstein. There's ways to insult him. Doesn't have to be verbal. I swear. Eric Adams announced he's not running. Okay. Wasn't he in trouble? Am I wrong? Wasn't he in trouble? My thoughts about Anonymous is that Anonymous needs to be forthcoming with way more information than we're getting. That's what I think of Anonymous. I think there's a whole lot of going on there and very little information. Yeah, well, people take acting classes for this stuff. People did doubles take acting classes. Lori, I absolutely just got a very sharp yes about Platinum Blondie losing her license. Well, Erica, that can be true, but it depends on what's the energy that we're emitting when we're asking that question. Are we asking the question out of desperation? Because if we're asking when is this going to happen, when's that going to happen out of desperation, then we're putting out the energy of desperation. Our best bet is to keep visualizing her there in the Oval Office, period, point blank. Not him gone, none of that crap. We don't even put him in the mix. Look at it this way. We've already got that. Okay, he's already gone. Now we're waiting for the rest of the doofuses to be gone. One step at a time. Aaron, thank you. Yeah, I thought he was in trouble. It's funny, in New York City, right? Because, I'm in New York, but I'm not in New York City. But I thought he was in trouble. They all need to go to jail, hold the light. Let's be honest. All of them. Well, Dar, they probably did because they probably heard enough BS from the fake rump roast. They just couldn't bear to hear anymore. Plus, they've got assistants listening in on that stuff anyway. There you go, Clarence. That's all you can do, Bubba. That's all we should do. When I say that we save ourselves, I don't mean that we take the weight of the world on our shoulders. We save ourselves by minding our business and taking care of our business and doing what we feel is right, putting out the best possible energy that we can, and understanding and accepting that no one puts out positive energy all the time. And if they tell you they do, they're full of crap. It's not the way that works. Yeah, somebody was asking me about that in the comments of one of the videos about an accident. That they come into this knowing full well that they're going to have an accident or that there's a good chance that they'll have an accident. I don't think all of them have accidents, but I think that many of them do. Let's see. Governor Walz, VP Walz, still willing to be VP. Looks like it, yep. Oh, I think you hold the light. 6 of Cups. That's emotional support, basically. Supporting one another emotionally. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Nathan. I completely forgot you were a moderator. That's why somebody was asking you I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'm not paying attention to the wrenches today for some reason. Yeah. Say thank you to Nathan. My bad, seriously. Seriously. It's hard for me to concentrate with a bunch of background noise. I apologize. Anyone else computer being that might be YouTube, Clarence. Ah, thank you, Linda. Oh, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, people. The sun. That's a great dream, Dar. I'd like to dream that. And the Four of Swords. So this is like, with Four of Swords, like any card, can mean a lot of things. But right now, you know, usually the cards show someone lying on top of a coffin or a bed. And there's 3 swords above and 1 sword below. And the one below to me is the protection or the power that's that is hidden, or the power that the person doesn't recognize is there. And the 3 swords are the clarity coming down, getting ready to come down. And that's kind of like that. She has her eyes closed. She's not laying down, but her eyes are closed. Yeah, Karen, my Wi-Fi does that something. Something's up. I think they have to reposition the satellites too, certain times a year. I know it's spring and fall. There you go. Here you go, Es Campo. Yeah, we got to be patient with our technology use, guys. Gaia. That's a way to manifest right there, Gaia. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration, working together. You know what I think it is, Nathan? I feel like I felt that like way back around January. I was feeling that. I was getting that. Right now, I feel like the government is getting ready to let him go, to let go of his contracts. So I feel like they're testing stuff, situating things. Yeah, Karina, no doubt. Making lots of money anyway. I never understood why. What was it about Pros that I never understood? The hair. Why, when you were 20, did you have a comb over? Just saying. You're a millionaire. Why aren't you getting that work done? But that's just me. No, I don't think muskrats do anything. Not right now. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the rest before the final battle. Having a hard time sleeping. Gathering thoughts. Gathering courage. That's a good question. Will Space Cadet interfere with our midterm elections? Yep. However, no, they're good. He's going to try. Only because it benefits him, not because of any loyalty towards rump roast or the regime. A hairline lift, huh? How'd that work out for him? Okay. I think it's always a good idea, Kay, for us to hold on there, Clarence. I see your question, hon. Okay, it's always a good idea to prepare, but I guess it depends on who I hear that information from, and we all need to be discerning and use our own intuition, and not act out of fear. If we can afford to stock up on, like I have a bunch of water, I've got a bunch of paper towels, I've got a bunch of toilet paper, I've got gallon jugs with water in them that I switch out every week. I've got spring water in gallon jugs. I've just got a bunch of canned goods because I can eat pretty much anything out of a can cold. I don't like it, but I can do it. So I would concentrate more on the cans of food than the freezer. Will muskrat go down with rump roast? In due time, Clarence. I think they're going to have a hard time finding muskrat. They're not going to find him right away. Remember, narcissists are very intuitive. He's going to see it coming. Just got a bunch of money from Tesla, basically so that he would leave them alone. So he'd go away. I'll give you some money if you go away. So he's got money, and it's not, he doesn't keep that money in the United States. Page of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Messages about power. Listen, so this is the thing, Dar, about the 3 days of darkness. Supposedly, well, 3 days of darkness. I mean, it wouldn't last much past that, Susie. Again, just use your intuition. You guys got to start using your intuition. What do you think is enough? Are you basing your decisions on fear or intuition? So the 3 days of darkness supposedly was foretold by a Catholic mystic or mystics. Okay, we don't know if that information is right or not. That could be BS right there. Just because it says so on the internet, and we all know this, doesn't make it true. And sometimes my son will look something up on the internet that he really should research in a different way, and all I can do is shake my head. Okay. Don't believe everything you read. We know that. We're all grown. Yeah, Nathan, that BS about Space Cadet goes around often. Spirit team and cards have always come up with that's not true. Technically, we're all part alien, okay? That's who seeded the planet. But people say that he's like a hybrid alien spy or something. So, all right, I'm going to use the pendulum for a minute and see what the team says again about the 3 days of darkness. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's just an extra little added piece to the doom and gloom that was put out by the Catholic Church. The doom and gloom, stuff to spread fear. To spread fear, to keep control. And my parents told me I was going to hell. That was all about controlling me and my behavior. All right, let's get our trusty pendulum. Okay, that's as far. Okay, there we go. All right, Spirit team, say hello. Thank you. Is the 3 days of darkness a real thing? No. Is 3 days of darkness going to happen? No. So there you have it. I don't know. Don, he's been talking to Kidder. He's been talking to Russia. Space Cadet has. He's got stuff going on there. Will the Vatican release the stuff? No, that's not going to happen. Because if they do that, let me word this properly. If they release the actual information that they have there, they would lose all of their power. They've got Gospels that Jesus wrote, okay? They've got Gospels that Mary Magdalene wrote. They've got all kinds of stuff that would take away all of their power. Well, honestly, Kate, hon, there's always recalls on stuff. That's not new. We just notice it more because of what's going on. Yeah, Deborah, this is why people are moving to places like Substack, because he's going to weasel he's trying to weasel his way all the way into YouTube. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, Deb, thanks, because I'm not going to remember all the names. It's been a while since I read a Bible. Yes, Clarence. Unfortunately, I have a lot going on in my home. It's not a very big home, so I apologize. That would be my son. Let's check the pendulum for the shutdown. I saw your question, Dar. I'm thinking on it, hon. Okay. Will there be a shutdown October, what was that, 3rd? October 3rd of this year? No, I did see a title that those plans for that shutdown are crumbling. Anyone with a brain cell, half a brain cell, doesn't want a government shutdown because he already does what the regime already does what it wants. See, I need to stop speaking like he's here too. It's habit, but nobody but the regime wants a shutdown because they know that what's going to happen. Be all kinds of executive orders being flying around. They'd be like college kids on spring break doing whatever they want, more than they already do. But these would be things that we wouldn't necessarily find out about at all. But nobody wants a government shutdown. And those people that work in the government aren't rich, by the way. Was Nancy Pelosi was bringing in what, 130, 160,000 a year? That's not rich. Get you a decent house, pays your bills, buys your food, and gets you a nice car. That's about it. Nancy, well, that's because money can be corrupting. Money can corrupt people because it is a form of power. So they don't think to use that power for good things. Okay, does the Vatican, I'm going to pendulum that question. Does the Vatican have stuff about ancient civilizations working with off-world beings on a regular basis? No, that's more a more government thing. That's what the spirit team said, but I wanted to check. Hey, Jay. Jay wants to know, will the stock market crash in October? No. Laura, yeah, Laura Schneer, listen, I wouldn't count on that happening. He canceled the meeting with the Democrats on purpose to manipulate the situation. Hey, Daphne. Lori wants to know where the Ice Queen is. She's not at either place, hon. She's out of state or out of the country. Sorry, out of the country. Well, Dar, I do believe that we chose to forget. Yes, I believe that was the plan. Otherwise, it wouldn't happen to nearly everybody. Yeah, Laura, I had to think of something. Sarcasm is my friend. Well, if it's a match made in heaven, the King of Pentacles and the Ice Queen. Match made in heaven. Let's see. 31 Atlas. Will the government update us on the truth of their findings? Yeah. Will that be anytime soon? No. Hamburglar. I know those hats. Those hats. She does it on purpose so the gooey orange one there can't smooch on her. That's right, Lori. You cannot make this crap up. All right, let me start. Let me pull stuff. Let me post a few. Let me pull a few. Okay. Pull a few oracle cards. Oracles. Fairies and angels and ancestors. Oh my. Let's do the fairies first. That too, Karina, that's what I was just thinking. Because we weren't thinking on doubles back then. Not for the fake inauguration. Oh, everything we say here is alleged and allegedly. Well, alrighty then. Go outside. This is not a suggestion. Just do it. Nice where I live. I'm going outside before I make videos. Divination. Follow that intuition. The only way to learn how to use intuition is to start using your intuition and have faith. Oh, this is the Oracle of the Fairies. Precious time. Hey, it's a Stevie Nicks lookalike. Healing. Look in a book. Get off the internet. Sienna, I've been experiencing stuff like that too. Things turning on by themselves. The TV. Like I'm nowhere near the remote and the TV's on. Not now, but it's happened the day before yesterday. Everything's energy. Stargazing. All right, so we just had a full moon, right? Full moon. Hold on. September 7th. No, we just had a new moon. Yeah, we just had. So the next one is. Next full moon is October 6th. That's not that far. That's a harvest moon. So keep working on that manifesting, because the harvest moon, that's the ticket right there. That's really when things start coming. Where we are in sync with Mother Earth. We're in sync with the harvest. We're in sync with the seeds and the crops and all of that. That's why when the leaves start falling off the trees, we start nesting. and you know, cleaning stuff out, throwing things away, mopping, vacuuming, cleaning baseboards, all that stuff, moving the fridge, cleaning behind it. Hey, Marcy. Well, Sienna, even if it was a ghosty, they're just getting your attention. And moderation. So anywho, yeah. So October 6th is going to be kind of a big deal. And you may not hear that from anybody but me. But that's a pretty important full moon. I know, Lori, makes you want to break out in song, doesn't it? I'll spare you. You'll be all right, Sienna. You'll be fine. Okay, Estelle, thank you, dear. Thanks for showing up. Earth Mother. What did we see? Stargazing, healing, go outside. Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Just your spirit guides, Kay. Spirit guides, Kay. It's just a new species of plant, Dar. That's all. We don't know. Scientists don't know everything. Spring, see your seeds grow. Just talked about that. Keep it the manifesting. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Moon, take note of intuitive messages. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you chit chat. Oh, thank you, Sienna. Thank you. Let me ding-a-ding-a-ding for my $2 and my $10 and my $20. Yay. It all helps. I appreciate it. All right. I will see you later in videos, you guys. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, Susie, I don't, other than my music, I'm not into loud noise. So I don't like to put it on other people either. Okay, later, taters. Have at it till you're done. I'll come back around in about half an hour and shut it down. See you in the funny papers.